of Love by Bacon. Let's see. This essay is in full. We are going to read line by line, very short essay. The stage is more beholding to love than the life of man. So this is epigrammatic. So he makes a statement. In any essay, he makes a statement, then he elaborates on that. He says, when it comes to theater, drama, so when you look at drama, love is, or in films, love is portrayed as something good, something majestic, something you look forward to in life. The stage is more beholding to love, right? For instance, if you think The Merchant of Venice, so you have this guy who wants to get married to Portia, and there are three caskets. Then he chooses by instinct or some by other means, he chooses the right casket. Then he gets Portia. Something we enjoy that scene, the casket scene, right? But in real life, it's not like that. Than the life of man. For as to the stage, love is ever the matter of comedies. So only in comedies like Merchant of Venice or The Tempest or a romance. Because what is a comedy? In comedy, everything comes to kind of a happy ending. So mostly comedies, Elizabethan comedies end in marriages. But that happens only in stages, not in real life. And now and then of tragedies. But in real life, love that make mischief, lot of mischief things. Sometimes love acts like a siren, sometimes like a fury. What is a siren? Siren looks like an angel you might have seen in movies like Pirates of the Caribbean, where you have a siren. Seems like a beautiful girl inviting sailors. But you go near, they are like monsters. They eat the sailors. This siren is a creature you come across in Odyssey, Homer's Odyssey, and other stories. So they seem lovely. They invite you. Finally, they eat you. So that is love. Or love is like a fury. Fury, the Furies, Furies. Furies are goddesses of vengeance. 3 goddesses. They live in the underworld. If you make a promise, and if you do not keep your promise, you will be punished by them. They are the goddesses of vengeance. So love is like that. Vengeance or siren. They hurt you. So you may observe that amongst all the great and worthy persons, you remember great people, there is not one that had been transported the mad degree of love. There were people, eminent people, they didn't hand over themselves to love. They had their own profession, their love for profession, their love for another thing, not this love, romantic love, which shows that great spirits and great business do keep out this weak passion. Love is a weak passion. If you want to pursue your dream, sometimes you have to put this weak emotion or passion behind. You have to move up in life. Don't fall in love. So that is the advice, because it makes people mad. Okay. So let's look at few examples. You must accept nevertheless Marcus Antonius, the half partner of the Empire of Rome. After Julius Caesar, Rome was ruled by the triumvirate. 3 people: Octavius Caesar, Marcus Antony, and one more. All right. What happens? Antony, he fell in love with Cleopatra. Look at the end he met with. Finally, he was defeated by Octavius Caesar, and shame. And Cleopatra killed herself. Tragic end. Or he was actually a married guy. He married the sister of Octavius Caesar. He could have become the next emperor or something else. But for love, he lost his life and his future. Look at this guy. On the other hand, you have Appius Claudius in Rome, famous philosopher. So he was one of the decemvir, Decemvir, or lawgiver. Decemvir refers to 10 judges in Rome. One of the 10 judges, decim meant 10. One of the 10 judges, we have Appius Claudius. He worked for Rome, right? What he did, he actually brought, this is, you might have seen this, it is called aqueduct. Rome didn't have enough water. So this Appius Claudius came up with an idea. So they built aqueduct, kind of this bridge. On the top of the bridge, you have a kind of a pipe. So they brought water from a far off place to Rome. So this is Appius Claudius. I think in Tamil Nadu, I'm not sure. It's towards Thuthukudi. There is some place, Nagarkoil, towards Nagarkoil. There is a place called Tottipalam. You might have heard Tottipalam. I think it was built during Kamaraj period. There is a hill station or a village after the hill. They needed water. So the former Tamil Nadu CM ordered people to build Tottipalam, kind of a bridge. On the top of the bridge, you have a kind of a totti. I mean, this kind of an aqueduct which brought water on the top to that village. So that is there. Maybe check out internet in the internet Tottipalam. So you can visit that place. It's still there, but not water. Okay, the first guy, Marcus Antonius, is a voluptuous man, given himself to love and sex and gone. Whereas Appius Claudius is an austere and wise man who worked for the benefit of people, Roman people. And therefore, it seems that love can find the entrance not only into an open heart, but also into a heart well fortified, if watch be not kept, well kept. So beware, love can easily enter an open heart, not only an open heart, even if you have a wall around you, if you build a fortified, if you build a wall around your heart, if you don't keep watch, you should guard well, or else love will enter the fort and destroy you and your entire empire. Beware. So when I read this, I am reminded of this novel by Scott Fitzgerald, The Great Gatsby. Please read the summary or the story of, there is also a movie you can watch, The Great Gatsby. I want the answer for this question, or find out who is the narrator of Scott Fitzgerald's novel, The Great Gatsby. Narrator. I want you to know the narrator of this story, number one. Number two, Scott Fitzgerald belonged to a literary group, a literary movement. Can anyone name that literary movement or group associated with Ernest Hemingway? Something with the generation. Can you complete? There is a literary movement. Gayatri Good. Nick Carraway is the narrator of Great Gatsby. Scott Fitzgerald, Ernest Hemingway is Lost Generation, LOST. So what you can do, read about Lost Generation, and you can also look up Lost Generation in our notes on novels, where you can find something on Lost Generation, and read something about who coined the word Lost Generation, or the situation or the context of that coinage. Then read about Ernest Hemingway and Scott Fitzgerald and other members of that group. Okay, fine. Let's go on. It is a poor saying of Epicurus. Epicurus, a philosopher, he said, each is to another a theater large enough. So when you are in love, what happens? Annalum nokkilal, avalum nokkidal. No, you look into each other's eyes. We always look at these lovers, even in public place, they look into each other's eyes. They forget the entire world. They build a world of their own. Each is to another a theater of large enough. There are a lot of dramas going on the theater. They build for themselves. They forget the entire world, right? But this is untruth by Epicurus. You know, in English, there is an adjective called Epicurean. You might have heard. Epicurean, Epicurean. Epicurean, or this philosopher, simply said, enjoy life. Eat, drink, have sex, enjoy life, travel. Why bother? So that is the philosophy, Epicurus. So Epicurean, from that we get the adjective Epicurean. If someone is known for eating, enjoying life, you can call that Epicurean, right? Please check out the adjective. Okay, so what happens in love? You worship the idol, kneel before a little idol. You worship as if that person is a god or goddesses. We kneel before them. You are my life. You are everything. We make that statement, all right? And make himself a subject, though not of the mouth as Besor, yet of the eye, because you give yourself to beauty, which was given him for higher purpose. The eye is given to humankind for other purpose, but those who are in love, they enjoy the beauty and they lose themselves. Idiots. That's why Bacon says, not me. It is a strange thing to note the excess of this passion. Another bad thing about this being in love. If you are in love, you become a liar. You use this figure of speech again and again. Hyperbole, exaggeration. You see, you have to do that. You are the most beautiful girl I have ever seen in my life. Hey, you are just 20. You are yet to see the entire life. You say, in my entire life, you are the most beautiful girl I ever seen. That guy might not have crossed Tamil Nadu, but see, entire world comparison, right? So a lover is generally the arc flatterer, a guy who is known for using hyperbole, exaggeration. My love is as vast as this earth, the sky, the moon. You are more beautiful than moon. This happens. With whom all the petty flatterers have intelligence. Even ordinary flatterers, will be defeated by this lover because he is the greatest liar of all. So that's how you lie. See, you may. Then this is a very famous statement in this essay, that it is impossible to love and to be wise. You can't say I'm in love. You can't say I'm a great thinker. You can't say that. If you are in love, you should be an idiot. So that is according to Bacon, that it is impossible to love and to be wise. Impossible, right? Neither doth this weakness appear to others only, not to partly love, but to the loved most of all, except the love to be reciprocal. I mean reciprocal. If it's a mutual love, fine. If it is a mutual love, you understand each other, your faults and weaknesses, and fine. But there are people, they're known for this one-side love story, unrequited love, and you always go after the girl or the boy and you waste your time in life, right? For it is a true rule that love is ever rewarded either with a reciprocal or with an inward and secret content. So sometimes it is reciprocal. You propose, okay, fine, okay. The girl or boy says, okay, you lead a good life. Or if it is a rejection, what happens? You secretly nurture contempt, verupu. You hate people. That's not good. I always ask this question. See, once you love the same person, and when the person says no, you have to accept that rejection because that is that person. You have to love that person for making that decision. How can you hate a person once you love? I don't understand, because I have seen people, once that person is very much in love with that guy and suddenly says, she rejected me, he rejected me, I hate that guy. How can you hate a person whom you love so much? I can't understand. But that's what love does to you. Beware of love. So what happens? Which loseth not only other things, but itself. Finally, love itself is gone. You are after love. Finally, where is love? That itself is gone. You have given yourself to hatred. So beware of love. As for the other losses, the poet's relation doth well figure them. For instance, if you are in love, what you do? As a poet, what you do? Preferred Helena of Troy. You prefer beauty. You quitted the gifts of Juno and Pallas. Juno, goddesses of riches. Goddess of riches is called Juno. And Pallas, Athena. Athena is known for wisdom. So what you do, generally these lovers, they prefer Helena, Helen of Troy, amorous affections, love, sex and intercourse. It goes on and on. So in that process, you don't earn. I mean, you forget your business, quitted the gifts of Juno, riches, and you don't perceive knowledge. And you don't perceive wealth, you don't perceive knowledge, you are after love, right? I hope you can recognize this picture here. Here is a bust of Pallas, Athena. There is a bird which says nevermore. One word refrain, nevermore, to that scholar who is in love. Anyone? Yes, the Raven. The poem Raven by Poe, Poe. Very famous poem. Maybe when we get time, we can discuss that. Or else read this poem, Raven. Okay. So what happens? This passion had his floods in very times of weakness, which are great prosperity and great adversity. Though this later had been less observed. Whenever people say, I'm in love, they always look at the positive side, great prosperity. But love has other sides. We only look at, love which goes to marriage to the next stage. But there are love stories which is tragic, great adversity. We don't talk about that. So it's like a child. A child wants something. The child can't understand rejection. So it's like a child throwing a tantrum. No, adamant. It's the child of folly, idiocy. You are idiot like a child. If you can't get things, move on. That should be life. Okay. So what you have to do? They do best who, if they can't but admit love, make it keep quarter, its own place. Sever it wholly from serious affairs. So if you are in love, you keep one portion of your love, love life. That is different. Don't mix your love life with business life. This is different from that. So keep a place. Tell love, hey, this is your place. Sever, cut off it wholly from serious business. So if love interferes with your studies or business, then that causes trouble. So beware of that. Then Bacon says, I can't understand. I know not how, but martial men are given to love. Even great soldiers, they fall in love and they destroy their entire life and people around him. Maybe you might have watched this movie, Ponniyin Selvan, where you have this Aditya Karigalan who falls in love with Nandini, right? So, Avalai Marakattan, the entire story is about almost he is the hero as they are given to wine. Soldiers are known for drinking wine. Similar way, soldiers are known for. So Bacon says, I can't understand a strong soldier. How can that person fall in love? Weakness. I can't understand that. So for perils commonly asked to be paid in pleasures. So if love is a pleasure, immediately you have to face troubles. So beware of that. So simply put, so towards the end of the essay, Bacon says, it is in human nature. It is in our nature to love people, right? A secret inclination and motion towards love of others. As a human being, we fall in love with others. We love people, we need love from others. But why loving one, why fall in love with only one person? Directing all your love to one person. You can love humanity. Humane and charitable, like friars, priests and others. You can love all people, kind of a human love. That is also should be there. Karunai. It's not just kadal, love. That romance, it should also be humane. So that could be there. So this is the end of this essay. He says, nuptial love maketh mankind. Nuptial, marriage. So if your love goes to marriage, that will maketh mankind. Because you procreate, you will have children, and the children will carry forward life. And they tell your name. That is nuptial love. So nuptial love maketh mankind. Friendly love perfecteth. Friends. If you have good friends and that kind of a love, you have three fruits. You can share your joys and grief. And if you need advice, you can speak to them. And if you need any role to be played by your friend, the friend will play. So that is the second love. But wanton love, WANTON, wanton love, that is not good. Kallakadal, something that goes out of immoral love. Corrupted and embased love. See, if you're a married guy, you can't cheat on your wife or you cheat on your husband. So you are in a relationship, you have to be faithful to that. So if you go for wanton love, then that corrupted and embased love itself. So this is how he ends this essay. Thank you so much.